Good morning from the National Weather Service here in Pocatello. My name is Carter, and this is your Southeast Idaho Weather Hazard Briefing for Saturday, November 12th. Cold and dry weather continues with some patchy morning fog and low stratus across some of our lower elevation zones. But outside of that, conditions do remain dry well into next week with a potential pattern change as we get towards the later part of next week. And I'll be breaking that down for you this morning. Key points we're going to focus on today: well below normal temperatures do continue. We set two new record low temperatures yesterday at Stanley and Chalice, 2 degrees and -9, respectively. Seeing those frigid mornings continue, followed by highs in the 20s and 30s each day. And keep in mind, normal highs for about mid-November are going to be in the 30s to upper 40s, so certainly well below normal for mid-November. And then again, we will see that patchy fog and low stratus possible each morning, some localized dense pockets of fog as well. Passing system to our southwest today will drive an increase in some mid to upper level clouds with a return to some breezy winds already observed this morning across the Magic Valley. Quieter winds and clearer skies do return for tonight, and just a slight chance for some snow showers will exist around the greater Yellowstone region for tomorrow into early next week. On high pressure ridge off the Pacific coast will intensify, and with that we're going to be seeing drier weather, light winds, and below normal temperatures continuing, so fairly low impact weather here for the next couple of days and well into next week as well, with a potential pattern change as we get towards the later part of next week. Satellite this morning, you can see some low-level clouds still lingering around there up towards the Continental Divide as you get up towards Montana and Wyoming. But outside of that, mostly clear skies starting off this morning, just seeing some increasing mid and upper-level clouds beginning to filter in throughout the day as this area of low pressure moves onshore from the Pacific. In the bigger picture, you can see that system here. It's going to be working its way into the Great Basin throughout the day. And behind that, you can see some broad upper-level ridging, which is going to be filling in behind. And what that means is a prolonged period of some drier weather. But that ridge axis will be situated just off the coast, so we will be getting that cold air pooling down from Canada over at least the next 7 days. Weather risk outlook for the next 5 days. Continue to see some breezy winds this morning, Magic Valley, and a chance for some patchy morning fog and low stratus in some of our mountain basins and lower elevations, and just carrying a slight chance for some snow showers in and across the eastern and southeast highlands for Sunday into Monday, and then again on Wednesday. So not looking at anything in terms of accumulating snowfall, but could just see some flurries up in those areas. Taking a look at those regional webcams this morning, there is some patchy locally dense fog as you get up towards the Gem Valley on US 30 in between Soda and Lava Hot Springs and up towards Gilmore Summit. And as we get towards the Teton Valley this morning, kind of floating in and out of some low stratus and fog, but elsewhere where those skies are clear, take a look at Sun Valley this morning. Mostly clear skies and a pretty beautiful morning, albeit just a little bit cold for mid-November. Take a look at those temperatures this morning. Checking in -15 in Copper Basin, -10 up towards the Island Park Basin, -14 as you get down towards Wayan, but up towards across the Snake Plain. Temperatures generally going to be in that single digits, teens and 20s as you get further southwest. So starting the day off pretty cold, but afternoon highs will be back in the 20s and 30s for this afternoon. Take a look at our water year precipitation. So as we get into a little bit of a drier period, we are at least seeing, some near record start to the year for some water equivalent and precipitation impacts across eastern Idaho with a decent snowpack building in the mountains. Keep in mind these numbers will be just slightly inflated, especially during the early season, as not a whole lot of snow has fallen in the mountains respectively, but certainly on a great track for the year. Just got to keep that precipitation coming. And let's take a look at the modeled snow depth across eastern Idaho. You can see we definitely have at least several feet piling up at the mountains. Highest totals up there in the western central mountains, out towards the Tetons, greater Yellowstone area, and through the Bear River Range as well. So certainly, 2 to 4 feet is the going trend for a lot of these other areas, generally above 6,000 to 8,000 feet. And outside of that, still holding on to just some light accumulations in our valleys. Temperatures for today, so starting off on the cool side of things, will be in the single digits below zero for much of the outside of the Snake Plain, but here on the Snake Plain, generally going to be in the single digits to low teens, and afternoon highs will be in the 20s and 30s, warmest up towards Stanley this afternoon. Wind gusts today, not looking like a huge impact outside of the Magic Valley. Wind gusts generally going to be in that 15 to 25, maybe some 35-mile-an-hour gusts out towards Shoshone and Jerome. But other than that, winds will be returning to light this afternoon and evening and tapering off through the evening hours into the weekend with no winds expected through at least the next 7 days. Temperatures for your Sunday, starting off again slightly cool for your Sunday. We're below normal temperatures, but generally going to be in the teens, single digits, a little bit below zero as you get out towards the Magic Valley, further north into the Wood River Valley and Stanley Basin. But outside of that, temperatures 20s and 30s. That'll be the going trend for the next few days. And for Monday, keep it with that trend. Starting off with that cold morning temperatures, above and below zero. Teens are going to be the warmest, but as you get towards the afternoon, still warming up into the 20s and 30s with plenty of sunshine. And for Tuesday, not a whole lot to talk about as far as changes go. A little bit warmer during the overnight lows for your Tuesday, but afternoon highs staying fairly consistent, if not a little bit colder as we get towards midweek, with afternoon highs now in the low 20s to low 30s. And for Wednesday, keep with that same trend. Sounded like a broken record, but we will have those cold morning temperatures followed by afternoon highs again, mid-20s to mid-30s. In summer this morning, well below normal temperatures do continue. Did set 2 record low temperatures yesterday for Stanley and Chalice. Not expecting any additional records at this time, but we will see those frigid mornings, especially outside of the Snake Plain, each morning being followed by highs in the 20s and 30s each day. We'll see some patchy fog and low stratus, especially where areas of clearing skies do occur. And we do have just a passing system to our southwest today, driving some increasing clouds and some breezy winds across the Magic Valley, but pretty low impacts here in eastern Idaho. High pressure ridge off the coast will keep things dry, light winds and below normal temperatures continuing into mid-November. With as far as precipitation goes, not looking like anything until maybe the later part of next week. But that's your weather briefing for today, Saturday, November 12th. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please feel free to contact us at our email, give us a call, or check out some information on our website. Have an awesome day.